Okay, so given on the screen is a similarity type of a question. This was given to me by a grade 9 learner. So I think this video should be able to assist you on how to go about solving this type of a problem. So the first thing, the question says you need to prove that the triangle PQR is similar to triangle STU. These are the two triangles, and you need to determine the length of Y. This here. I think we need to use similarity here because they're only telling us about similarity, nothing else, right? And this is for grade 9. So if we scroll down, I just want to introduce the basics of similarity so that we can know what's happening there. So the first one says that the properties of similarity triangles. The first rule says that the three corresponding angles are equal. So we're talking about two triangles here. So this is the first triangle, this is the second triangle. I call this triangle ABC. This one I call it DEF. You do realize that I use the correct orientation. When I start here, when I start on this dot, I need to go to this X here and go to the O. So I need to say ABC. I cannot say DFE. I need to say DEF, right? So that's how it happens. So now they say the three corresponding angles are equal. So what do we have here? We have angle, 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 which means now this angle here is corresponding to this one and they are equal. This angle here corresponding to this angle is equal to it. This angle here is also equal to this angle because they are corresponding. So now what we can find from that property is that now if the three corresponding angle are equal, then we can therefore conclude and say therefore triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, and we put the reason inside the brackets and say angle, angle, angle. Then we go to the second property that says that the three pairs of the corresponding sides are in proportion. So the three pairs of the corresponding sides are in proportion. So this is A, this is AB, and AB will definitely be corresponding. So I think they missed something here. This is a D. So now we have ABC and DEF. So what do they mean by the proportions of the sides? So the corresponding sides are in proportion. So now if I take A over AB over DE, and now we do realize that now AB is 2, right? This is the 2 here, and DE is 3. So this is what we have here. So these two sides are proportional to any other side. So if I take AC, for example, if I take AC, which is 3, over this one DF, which is 4 over 5, so when I put it like this, it should also give me 2 over 3. Same for BC over EF. So any of the sides, any of the sides that you take here, if you decide to take this size, but you need to make sure that the sides are corresponding so that they can make sense. If the sides are not corresponding, that's going to give us problems, right? So we need to make sure the sides are corresponding so that they can give us proportions, right? So they can be proportional only when they are corresponding. So that should make sense to you. So what do? You go to one side, go to one triangle, you take a side here and say AB, and go to the other side, take this side, you divide by that one, and then it gives you the proportion. That proportion, this proportion should be equal to any other proportion here. Using you can use BC and EF, right? It should be the same. So now let's go back to the question and see if from those two properties can we be able to solve this question. So we need to prove that triangle PQR is similar to triangle STU. What is the first thing that we do? So one thing that we need to do to make sure that the things are easier for us to solve this question. So what I like to do, and what I think is the best thing to do, you need to start by saying a statement here. You draw your statement here. Write this is where you write your statement. So all your statements, all the statements that we say, we need to write them there, and these are the reasons. For any statement, you should have a reason for what you say. So if you're saying something about the triangle, you should be able to tell us why, right? So now it's this is the reasons here. I just wanted to There's the reasons here. So what is the first thing that we can see from these triangles? So first of all, these triangles we can say now this is PQR. What is PQR? PQR. You realize this is 80 here. So now there's another 80 here. There's a 60 here, and there's a 40 here, which means now from looking at this, knowing the property that we can use, can see that now the angles can be taken into consideration here. So now with the three angles here, but now we don't have the third angle here. But what do we know about triangles? We know about triangles that now the third side should also be equal. If these two sides are equal to these two sides, the 60 is equal to the 60, the 80 is equal to the 80, the third side should also be equal, right? So those are the three the properties of a triangle. So the third angle should be equal. So what do we do? So the first thing that we need to do now, we need to get this. So in this triangle, obviously to get this properties of a triangle, we need the sum of the angles in a triangle, sum up to 180 degrees. So let's do that. We're gonna say triangle 60 degrees, we add it with triangle 80 degrees, right? When we add with an unknown variable x, they should sum up to 180 degrees, and you need to be able to give a reason here. So for the reason, I'm just gonna say sum of angles. This is how we write angles of triangle. You can just do the same, sum of angles of triangle. So now when you do the math there, so for x, you do realize that x, you take 180 minus 140, it should be able to give you 40 degrees, 100%. So this is exactly as that. So now we can then try to prove our similarity. So what do we do? So now we just want to say okay, first thing you need to do, you need to talk about your triangle. So you're gonna say in triangle, you need to be specific in terms of where you're dealing with, what you're dealing with, and where you are, so that the person who's marking your script, or the person who's marking whatever that you are writing, a test, can be able to identify what you're talking about. So you're gonna say triangle PQR, and triangle, what do we have, STU. It's very important to say STU instead of TUS, right? STU. So what do you know about triangle PQR and STU? We know the angles. We know that angle P and angle S are equal. Angle P and angle S are equal, and they're equal. What is the value? 80 degrees, right? But these ones are given to us. So the reason here we say given. What about these? What else we have? Do we have angle Q and angle T? Angle. Okay, we can just start with angle T and angle Q, and they're both equal to 60 degrees, right? The reason is the same, is also given, right? We just write given here. Now what do you know about the other angles? X and 40 degrees. We know X now as 40, so which means angle R and angle U are equal, right? So now you're gonna say angle R is equals to angle U. Reason. Let's start first with an angle. The angle is 40 degrees, so write 40 degrees there. So what is the reason? Reason is because this one was determined, so it is well, we don't say determined, we don't say calculated, so we write here proven. We have to prove this. Then we go down, and then now because the angles are equal, we can see that the three angles are equal. We can therefore say triangle. This triangle is this triangle. There's two triangles. Triangle PQ. Therefore, triangle PQR is similar. You use this sign. You don't say the word. You don't write the word similar, but you rather use this sign. Say triangle as TU. That's how we prove that. And what is the reason for that? Angle, 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 as seen on this page. Angle, angle, angle is one of the properties. Now we can be able to solve the other question now, because we're done with the number one. We can go to number two. So let me just erase this section here so that I can have some space to deal with the other question. So one thing that I know about the two triangles now is that they are what? They are similar. So when two triangles are similar, there are two properties: the angle, 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 and the corresponding sides are what? Are in proportion. So let's do that. Let's do that. We're just gonna do that to help us solve number two. So number two says that we need to determine the length of y. How do we get y? Yes. So this is what we're gonna do. We realize that this can only help us with getting the angles. Now we need to use this one for the corresponding sides. So we know that the three pairs of the corresponding sides are in proportion. So let's do that. Now the first thing that we need to do is we need to highlight that these two sides are similar. So because right here, because triangle PQR is similar to triangle STU, therefore the sides are in proportion. And obviously these are going to be corresponding sides, right? Corresponding sides are in proportion. That's that. But you can write it just like this, yes. And then what do you do now? So now we can just say and say, come and say, start with on this side, PQ over. But we need to be specific, because you realize you can't just, these are not this is corresponding to this, but this is not the actual side. You need to go from 80 to 60. So we look at 80 and 60, which means it's ST. Instead of saying PQ and TU, we say PQ and ST. Let's do that. So we're gonna say PQ over ST is equals to, what do we have? We can go and say QR over, what is the side proportional to QR? 60 to 40, because 60 to 40, which is TU. 60 over TU, this is equals to PR. This is the only side that are left. PR and what? And this side, right? Which is SU. So how you write these letters just depends on this. It's always SU, because there's an S, then the U, and ST, you see it here. QR is here. You can never say RQ. You always use this proportion going that direction. So then where is our Y? Y is on PR. So we need to focus on PR and make sure it's on top. And it's already on top. I like that. It's already on top. So we can then say, okay, substitute. What can you substitute here? PQ over ST. What is PQ over ST? PQ over ST. We don't have PQ, but we do have TU and QR and SU. So what do we have? So we have QR, yes. Do we have TU? We have TU, which means we can use this one here. We can use this one. So we substitute QR over TU. So we're gonna get what is this? Is 8 over TU, right? Use 10 is equals to, you put your Y here for PR. What is SU? SU has been given to us as 15. You realize that this is just an equation now with one unknown, so you can just solve. So how do you do this? You multiply both sides by 15 so that you can get rid of the denominator, and then now you do the math. So what is this side? So we have 15 and 10 here. So 15 divided by 10, you get 3. So 3, this side is 3. 5 goes 3 times, 5 goes 2 times here. So 3 times 2, how much is 3 times 2? 24. 24 divided by 2, that's a 12. And this side is going to have y. So therefore, y is just equals to 12, right? That's how we get the y there. That's how we get the y. So what did we do? We did exactly that. So we had to prove first, right? After proving, determine these, and you realize that these two properties are very important. I hope this video is going to help you understand how to solve this question. Yes, and I think it's the end of the video. Yeah, let's go conclude the video. For more videos, just subscribe, comment, try to share this video so that more people can know what to do here, so that we can have more viewers. More viewers means more audience. More audience means we can grow the channel and even get more people to be solving problems and get more equipment to be able to grow. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to share and subscribe.